Hey YouTube, what's going on? So what we're going to do today is we're going to unbox the new Walmart exclusive pain box set for Denis Villeneuve's Dune. And it's nothing special. It's not the 4K or anything like that, but as you guys know, I don't give a shit about 4K. As a graphic designer, I know what the eye can and can't see and what the value is and is not in 4K. So I'm perfectly fine with a Blu-ray. But what I do want to say is I'm very, very excited for the box set because I'm a box set guy. I love special edition box sets, particularly when it comes to the pain box because I have so many. And so I'm going to show you guys the pain box. We're going to unbox it. We're going to see how it compares to different models that you can get that are fan-made and what the actual design on it looks like and what that box looks like as a display piece. A lot of people have been thinking, do I need to spend $65 on a pain box, buy one from me or whatever? And the truth is, maybe this DVD will solve that problem for you and you won't need to buy one. So maybe for 24 bucks, you can have a pain box. So what I'm going to do is show you all that. And then, of course, behind me is my progress so far on my still suit. It's next to my pixie cage from Harry Potter. But you can see I've got my preliminary paint job on my armor. I don't like it. I'm going to redo it. We're going to add it to a gray. We're going to get a lot of this black gray. But the good thing is that the jumpsuit is a great material and it looks good. It doesn't fit the way I would hope, so I got to figure out a way to separate the two pieces and turn it, maybe get some shoulder straps and then place the jacket part over it. We're going to figure it out. But either way, it's moving along, so still suit back there. Let's take a look at the DVD and see what we're looking at. All right, so we're going to take a look at what all this looks like. So this is our DVD here, and it comes in a cellophane wrap. I have my original pain box here. I've also been given a Gom Jabbar from the same guy I got this printed from. See my previous, maybe not my previous video, see my next video in which I painted up one of these. I have a second one now that's a little larger that I'm going to keep for myself. And I'll break down how I did my painting process. So that video is forthcoming. I actually filmed it already, but I haven't edited it yet. But the Gom Jabbar looks really nice, and it'll display well. So this is the new box, and it has a lot more side detail. And the top pattern is pre-cut. And as you can see, it's pretty similar to what I had done based on the picture that I had worked from. So I'm pretty happy with it, and we're going to utilize that as our primary going forward, and this sturdy hunk of awesome will get sold off. So let's take a look. This is the pattern that was used, so we're going to use this as a comparing tool, and it goes this way. We're going to see how this DVD compares to this pattern. So this is right side up. So let's start by taking this apart and see what we're dealing with. Actually, I use my Gom Jabbar. Poke a hole in it. If you're asking if I just broke my Gom Jabbar, the answer is no. I did not. That was the sound of the cellophane popping, but I did check to see if I did. It's a display, so I don't actually care. But all right, so once we take off the exclusive Walmart cellophane, it's got a sleeve. We're going to pull the sleeve off. Sleeve has the traditional artwork that was used for the movie poster, Blu-ray, DVD, and digital code. Limited edition packaging, pain box of the Bene Gesserit, and it shows you putting your hand in the box. There you go. On the back says over an hour of bonus features. I don't have to tell you that this pisses off a lot of us because thanks to Secrets of Dune, which is the best YouTube and social media channel you can find on behind-the-scenes footage, every other Dune channel you've seen just stole that content right from him. There's probably an hour of deleted scenes alone before you've even touched making of. There was enough behind-the-scenes footage that you could have made Lord of the Rings blush and given Peter Jackson a run for his money. And the fact that we didn't get it really pisses me off. And considering it was Warner Brothers, which is the same company that, New Line Cinemas is the one that actually put out Lord of the Rings, but in truth, that's owned by Warner Brothers. So it's Warner Brothers. I'm super pissed that they're only giving us about an hour and a half of bonus features. It didn't come with an art book or anything. I'm really pissed. I think this is a grossly underwhelming offering. The only thing I can come up with is that they're saving all the content for a 2-part special edition they're going to release when part 2 comes out in a few years. But bird in the hand. Better to buy this now in case that doesn't happen, because we don't know what's going on with Corona or whatever. Part 2 may never happen. You know, tragedy could happen. One of the actors could pass away. Finnegan, no. You're going to knock it over again. So it just kind of tells us all the different content. So not something worth keeping. And then that brings us to the box itself. It's very pretty. If we try to line this up for what is potentially the accuracy, I believe it wants to line up. I can't even get this out. Come on, you bastard. It's a little sticky. I got it. All right, we're going to pull this out. And then this is the pain box portion of it. So, I can't get my gigantic hands into this, but it's a DVD case, so it's not gonna. But your kid or whatever could easily get their hand in there. So if we look, it's got to have this column piece. Looks like it's 2 pieces, and it's 1 here. Then we have a longer piece. Finnegan, come on, dude. Get out of there. Come on, out. Stay. Dog. It's got all the bits on the side here. 2, a block. So it's really not too far off. This is clearly a fan rendition of the official one. The gentleman who sculpted this in real life posted this on social media. That's what I pulled this template from, his Instagram. And this is close. It's not accurate, but it's damn close. It looks pretty good. If we want to compare it to my interpretation of it, you can see how that looks. The lines are very crisp, very sharp. It's got a nice iridescent glow to it. So that's kind of cool. It's got some detail on the back. That same image is shrunken on either side to give it some texture there. And overall, not bad. Same pattern on the bottom, even though it's flat. The copyright and information is down here at the bottom. But yeah, overall, really nice slip sleeve. Very, very cool. Not as flimsy as some boxes, so you can actually display it as a pain box. Now we get to the actual box. So there's a box in the box, which is cool. The Atreides Hawk, which is very, very nice. The black and gold, which is the coloring they use to symbolize House Atreides. We know that is not the colors of House Atreides in the book, but that's what they went with, and I have no issue with the change. On the back, a very nicely high-detailed image of the Atreides Hawk signet ring, the ducal signet ring, which I am very, very, very pumped about. And of course, the Legendary and Warner Brothers insignias are on it throughout. The Blu-ray symbol is on it throughout. And this needs to be opened, so we're going to do that. This is where it gets interesting. When you open it, there is a blank space. This is where I believe the DVD for the second film is going to go. Finnegan, stop, buddy. So the reason they gave you a blank space, everybody thought there would be an art book or something in here. No, this is where part 2 is going to go. So this is meant to be the collector set for the whole thing. This is Walmart's interpretation of how you do your collector set. So that does tell me there will probably be some cool directors, well, maybe not a director's cut, but there'll be some cool double editions of this down the line with various cool box art and stuff. But it's very cool that they were thinking ahead and gave you a cavity for the second film. So let's look to the DVD. And now when you look at the Blu-ray, this is just going to be your basic off-the-counter Blu-ray DVD combo. So if you just buy the regular edition, it's this. What you pay an extra $5 for is all the extra packaging. But to be honest with you, this sheened up package, totally worth it. And you won't even have to display it in the box. You can put the 2 in side by side like that, which is pretty cool. But yes, so this is the Pain Box DVD. I like it. But now we're just down to the regular old Blu-ray. Nothing special here. here is my redemption code. Nothing special about that. The artwork, kind of interesting. So it looks like a zoomed in version of the pain box is on the DVD, and the Blu-ray is the mosaic relief sculpture of Shai-Hulud. Pretty cool. And then the back matches the sleeve, with the exception of this across the bottom. So yeah, that's what we're looking at with our Dune setup here. So I don't think any of this comes out or has anything else special to offer. It doesn't look like it. It's weird that this is a sealable box. That seems excessive to me, but that's what it is, and so be it. And it slides into your pain box, hopefully. And so it makes for a really cool display. It will sit nicely on a shelf. You can just do the box. One thing I did like about the box is they made the top part of it have a relief. So this is embossed as opposed to just doing it this way, which they could have just done this and called it a day. And then have been like, oh, isn't that cool? The fact that they went that extra step and created the raised section here and it has those details, that's really cool, you know? And I like when people take the time out of the day to do their little bits and make it just that much better for the fan. I like that the Atreides Hawk Crest flag is there, and I like that the ducal signet ring is on the back. I have one of those coming. I will review that when it comes in. I'm very excited about that. So very happy with this box set. Again, it's only 25 bucks. It's not expensive at all. And it comes with the digital copy anyway, which is something I was going to get for myself regardless. So as far as I'm concerned, the digital copy is 20 bucks. So for $5, I get another pain box for my display and a future place to put my second Dune DVD. So I'm pretty pumped about that. So yeah, so we have a nice little growing collection here. So if you get one of these Gom Jabbar, it sits very nicely with the pain box, and it will display very cool, and you can display your Chris knife with it. Again, this was from Crossfire Props, so again, reach out. They also are doing the shield generator wrist activator, and these props here I got on Etsy. These were printed for me by a gentleman on Etsy. When you see the painting video of this box, I painted one of these already. I broke down how I did it. That will give you all the details on this. And so that is my review of the box. I really like it. I think it's worth it. I love that it's iridescent. And now I'm going to go watch some special features. So thank you very much. Stay tuned to the channel for updates on the still suit. And why don't we just take 2 seconds and I'll show you the still suit. Why don't we do that? First of all, visit my Harry Potter wall. Wonderful. I am a big Harry Potter fan. My candles are hanging here, so I love Harry Potter. But as far as where we're going with the still suit, the top 2/3 of it are done. What's left to be done is the underpiece here that connects down to the crotch belt. This is mostly covered, and this is a jumpsuit. It's kind of a suede-y-like material, but it has some stretch to it, which is nice. But as with all things with me, the distance from the crotch to the neck is not accurate into my measurements, and it makes it really tight on me, just like my Vader suit. So I'm going to have to come up with a situation where this seam line here, I may have to split this and turn this into a jumpsuit halvesy and figure out how I want to fasten the back to do it. We're going to have to anchor the sleeves up so that those are correct. Then we're going to have to weather these, which should be easy enough. Knee pads and all that will weather very nicely. But the still suit's coming along really nice. We're going to take this down to a gray. Or I may take it back to just the black and stick with this sort of motif because it looks really cool. I think ultimately my basic Fremen is going to look more like Stilgar than anything else, so I may just go that route, particularly while I have my beard. But I'm not really looking to do anybody in particular. I just wanted to be a basic Fremen, you know, because that's awesome. If you're going to be anybody, you kind of want to be Leto II, but good luck making that costume. I don't know how you turn yourself into a giant worm. But I'm too old and too tall to be Muad'Dib, and I could potentially pull off Oscar Isaac's Leto, so I could do Leto in a still suit, but I think it's just easier to do a generic Fremen. It just means you support Dune. So that's what we have going on. Thanks a lot, everybody. And stay tuned to the channel for some more stuff. I will have different things coming down the line, including some Highlander stuff. There's going to be a Highlander video that I've been dying to do for years that I will finally get to do. So please keep an eye out for that. I'll make it at some point. Editing is just a matter of time, and time I don't have. I'm doing other things with my free time in the professional world, so I got to deal with that. But thank you very much. Have a good day.